Here at our clinic, we think about being an extension of the mercy ministry of Christ's church. Our desire is to imitate Christ in the way that He heals. The background here in Peru is about 90+% Catholic. They're nominally Catholic, as we would be nominally evangelical in the States. Here in Cusco, that Catholicism is also mixed with the Inca beliefs. It doesn't affect the way that people are living. We don't see a lot of people here really responding to God's love in a way that impacts their society. The name of our clinic is Fuente, Centro de Salud Integral. We talk about integral health here. We think about physical health and we think about emotional and spiritual health, to mirror what Jesus has given us as an example. Healing people, touching people physically, but always to get to a deeper spiritual need. And as they experience true gospel healing as patients in healthcare, then we believe they involve themselves with our local churches, they enter into discipleship, and they can begin loving those around them in a more integral way. Jesus says famously in John 13, they'll know that you're my disciples by the way that you love one another. We have agreements with local healthcare institutions here in our city to receive students in formal rotations. We have lots of future healthcare professionals that we want to offer them really excellent training, but we want to show them, we want to model for them, this is what it looks like to love my neighbor through healthcare. When our students step into our clinic, the first thing they say is, the nurses and the physicians aren't fighting. The physicians aren't massaging their own ego by being ugly with their patients. The director is hugging every morning the cleaning lady. What's going on here? Gospel-centered community is what we all want. We want and desire to be loved just as we are. And as people step into that and they feel that and sense that, they thirst for that. Every morning in our clinic, we begin our time with a Bible study. We really prioritize that time and realize that as a staff, it's vital to what we do here. If we're not responding to God's love as we take care of our patients, then we're no different than any other healthcare center in the city. We have here at our clinic a sliding scale fee schedule, meaning if you can pay, you pay. If you can't, you get the same attention. When we think about mercy, we think about caring for those who other people have marginalized or forgotten. And so we care for catch-up patients, and we make sure that all of our staff here can help us translate so that we can really care for, in their own language, the people whose society's kind of cast aside. This society is riddled with kind of corruption and favoritism and leveraging influence. When they walk into our clinic, the people who God's blessed with tons of resources are sitting in our waiting room besides the people who have nothing. And we want them both to see that they're getting the same care. It's an excellent care, but it's not dependent on who they are. We take care of orphans from several different orphanages. We take care of teenage mothers who've been abused and taken out of their homes. And we want to look at our colleagues in the city and say, work with us. These people need help. Come and spend some of your time. We're here volunteering. We want to challenge you as well to extend justice to the marginalized in our community. When I think about my work here, I think about how much Jesus loves me. I want to be able to hold out that hope and that love to people who I know are looking for that. You can speak that into so many people's lives because of the trust that we're given as healthcare providers. I know who I am, and I know who I was, and He chose to love me anyway.